And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live. We appreciate everybody joining us here tonight at Eagle Stadium here in Woodville, Texas. Trent Hart here, awaiting patiently for my partner in crime, Alex Outram, to get here. Running a little bit behind, but that's not a problem. We're going to get things here started shortly. Just to go over a few things, this is the last district game of the year before we get to the playoffs, and this one has a lot of implications as we move into the playoff picture, and we're going to go over that here in a little bit, but I'll wait for Alex to get in. We'll go over a few stats, a few of the scenarios that could play out here in District 10 and District 9. Depends on who wins tonight here between Woodville and Anahuac, and it also depends on who wins over there in District 9, particularly Diboll, Cold Spring, and trying to remember the third one, but we will look at it here in just a little bit. But don't go anywhere. We're going to take a quick break for about a couple of minutes, and by that time, hopefully, Alex will be back, and we'll go over a few of those things. Appreciate everybody joining us. Don't forget to share on all of our social media. All the links are up. Let everybody know that we are live, and if you're joining us from the Woodville area, sure do appreciate it. And we'll be back here shortly right here on Anahuac Sports Live. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live and the Turn 2 Specialty Company pregame show. Trent Hart here up in the press box here at Eagle Stadium in Woodville as we await the matchup, a final district matchup between the Anahuac Panthers and the Woodville Eagles. Just to go over a few of the scenarios that face both Woodville and Anahuac tonight, awaiting to see what happens over in District 9. And we'll bring up the playoff picture here. As you can tell, that as it sits currently, Anahuac is sitting in the third seed, and what would happen if they win by 10 or less, that's 10 points or less, or if they happen to lose tonight, they would stay in the 3rd seed and face either Diboll or Huntington. That's right. Huntington is the other school that we're worrying about. But as it sits currently for the standings that are in District 9, Woodville comfortably sitting in the 1st seed would face Huntington next week. East Chambers in the 2nd seed out of our district would face Crockett. And, of course, Diboll would be facing Anahuac. And the other scenario that the Panthers are set with, if they win by 11 or more, they will be in the 2nd seed. So that would change things up. They would take over the 2nd seed from East Chambers. And they would be facing Westwood is the other scenario in Tomball next week. So Anahuac Sports Live has signed the contract for the live streaming rights, and we plan on being there next week, but we can't do it without everybody's help. We'd appreciate it if you would donate to our channel tonight and throughout next week to help us pay for the Anahuac Panthers by-district game to be broadcast live. And the UIL does require a little bit of money, and we do ask that if everybody's support is appreciated. But to go over a little bit of the stats coming into this week, Landon Corbett and Christian Sanchez almost at that century mark. Currently, Corbett sitting at 932 yards on the season, 20 touchdowns. Christian Sanchez, who had a great week last week, sitting at 889 yards, 6 touchdowns. And they will definitely be in play, but they're going up against a very tough Woodville defensive front. And when I mean tough, they are big, they are very, very aggressive, and they like to get penetration up front. They're going to want to stop the dual-headed monster run game of the Panthers. Marcus Curiel, the young sophomore quarterback for the Panthers. He is 53 of 95 on the year so far, 793 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. On the receiving side, Zion Clark has a little bit more success this season rushing the football. 13 rushes, 124 yards, and a touchdown. And as far as receiving, he has got 13 receptions, 233 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Like I said, waiting on Alex Outram to get here. He's running a little bit behind. Of course, 59 coming out of Houston was pretty tough. But we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll probably get ready for the national anthem and the coin flip. As Woodville, it is senior night here, and they're wrapping that up. But after this quick 2-minute break, we'll be back right here on Anahuac Sports Live. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll begin the game here in about 15 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live in the Turn 2 Specialty Companies pregame show. As I mentioned earlier, Anahuac Sports Live does have the streaming rights to next week's by-district playoff game. No matter where it might be or Anahuac might be facing. There is a UIL broadcast fee, and if you would please donate to Anahuac Sports Live, all the donations will be going to help towards that playoff UIL broadcast fee. And get your shout out or your personal message live here on the air tonight. And you can scan any of the QR codes on your screen or visit Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, CashApp, $ Anahuac Sports Live. PayPal link is in the description of the YouTube video below. And as I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, a couple of scenarios that I will go over again. If you just now joining us. And the situation is this. We're awaiting the results out of District 9. And, of course, the game here tonight between Woodville and Anahuac. So if Anahuac wins by 10 points or less, then they will secure the 3rd seed in the district. And they will play the 2nd seed, which will be the loser of tonight's game between Diboll and Cold Spring. If it happens to be Diboll, that game will be in Lumberton on Friday. If it happens to be Cold Spring, it'll be in New Caney also on Friday. And pardon me, that Diboll game will be on Thursday, and the Cold Spring game would be on Friday. If Anahuac wins by 11 points or more, they will secure the 2nd seed in District 10. And we'll play either Westwood or Huntington. And that would be on Friday in Tomball. So the scenario plays out like this, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what happens here in Woodville or across the way in District 9, it has huge implications on where the placement of the playoffs will be. And if Anahuac happens to come out here with a win, no matter the point differential, it will be a 3-way tie for the district title in District 10 between Woodville, Anahuac, and East Chambers. And then the point differential comes into play as far as playoff seeding goes. So it's been a long time since Anahuac has tasted any kind of district title. I believe it's since 2008 or 2010. And somebody can probably correct me in the chat on when the last time Anahuac did have a district title. But Woodville has clinched their number 1 seed, and they will play the 4th place team out of District 9 come next week. So a few more minutes left to go before we get things kicked off here. And we're going to take another quick break, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet. And if you think that you don't have a YouTube account, you just might. You might have a Gmail account, which is Google Mail. And all you got to do is log into YouTube with your Gmail account, enter your password, go over to Anahuac Sports Live, hit that subscribe button. We really would appreciate it. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the school year ends so that we can unlock some of YouTube's different assets that happen to come with 1,000 subscribers. And we appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. Remember to spread the word on all of our social media and your social media. And we appreciate everybody joining us from Woodville and beyond. Also want to give a special shout out to Coach Neese's son, Joe, will be watching in Yukon, Oklahoma, former Oklahoma All-State wide receiver. Thank you, Joe, for following us on all of our stuff as far as YouTube and our socials are concerned. Appreciate you watching, Joe. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we'll be ready to go with the national anthem after this quick break on Anahuac Sports Live. Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Auto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Title Services Incorporated, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, Chambers County Abstract Company, Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
And welcome back to Anahuac Sports Live here at Eagle Stadium as we get set for our national anthem. And a great rendition of our nation's national anthem from the Eagle Woodville Band.
Tonight, number 75, Reagan Lilly, number 28, Pop Pregame, number 3, Jalen Tittle, and number 34, Omari Lewis.
So captains for your Panthers was number 75, Brandon Mayan, 28. And I don't have a 28 on my roster. I'm sorry, I was looking at Woodville. Too used to being on the Anahuac side. That's actually number 75 for Woodville. And that's Braden Lilly. Number 28, Pop Pregame. Number 34, Omari Lewis. And number 3, Jalen Kibble. That is the captains for Woodville. For Anahuac, can't quite see the numbers. Looks like number 7, Landon Corbett, number 27, Christian Sanchez, and number 2, Zion Clark. As the flip is up, and we'll see if Anahuac is going to receive the opening kickoff for the 10th time this year. And it looks like that might be the case, as Anahuac has won the toss. They elect to receive, and that is the 10th consecutive time, ladies and gentlemen, that the Anahuac Panthers are receiving the opening kickoff, as both teams are getting riled up and ready to go, and we are also ready to go as Alex Outram is making his way into the press box as I speak. And as you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the normal clock in your top right-hand corner as you're normally able to see. I'm going to be trying to keep up with it as much as I can through our software, our scoreboard software. So if you see that thing kind of glitching around, don't worry about it. I'll try my best to keep up with it as much as possible. Alex, welcome to the party.
Why, thank you.
A little bit of a traffic getting out of Houston, was it?
A little bit. Fun trip from the east side of Houston up here to Woodville. But we are set to kick it off.
That's
getting under it. End over end kick is going to fall at about the 20. Picked up across the 25. Still fighting his way forward. Is going to go down at the 30, but the ball's loose. Is going to be recovered by the Panthers as they will set up shop for their first possession of the ball game at their own 27-yard line.
Well, now it's Christian Sanchez on the kickoff return for the Panthers. As I said, I was going to try and keep up with the clock, and here I am, didn't even start it. But Christian Sanchez having a great week last week. We'll see what he gets going here tonight, Alex.
First down and 10 for the Panthers as Curiel is under center. Lone setback. Pitch is going to be fighting his way forward.
That's Sanchez again.
They're going to give him the 31, so pick up a 4. We'll make it second down and 6.
The Panthers quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
Curiel under center. Fakes the pitch. Looks downfield. Has his man Sanchez just at the last moment able to get his hand up and put a deflection on the ball. Cole Stanley coming in for the Eagles to make it third down. That'll stop the clock here with 11:16 in the first quarter. Curiel rolling left, looking downfield, has a man caught at the markers, breaks a tackle, 45, 50, down the sideline he goes, 40, 35, 30.
That's number 9, Adam Galeas on the reception for the Panthers.
Pickup of, we'll see where they mark it, give him 44. First down of the ball game for the Eagles.
Well, too difficult to keep up with the clock. I'm just going to turn it off.
Corbett left, cross 30, is going to fall forward down to the 20. Will be a pickup of 9.
We know Corbett the last couple of weeks hasn't been able to get in his rhythm, it seems like, Alex. Sanchez taking most of the heavy lifting, especially last week in Kirbyville, as they get set again.
2 wide. Lone setback is Sanchez. Pitch left. Will get enough for the first down. Flag comes in. We'll have to see what it is.
Pretty sure that's a holding call. And I didn't talk about it in the pregame, but we talked about it last week with Cullen Henneke up here, and I appreciate Cullen filling in last week. But we talked about penalties, as we usually do, Alex, and quite a few penalties came up on the Panthers last week. And that's something that they're going to have to limit as we look into the playoff picture. So it is holding against Anahuac, and that'll back them up.
First penalty of the ball game for the Panthers. Will bring up second down and 13 from the Eagle 31-yard line.
Looking for Eagles.
Now sending a man in motion. Delay handoff. Sanchez straight up Broadway, fighting his way forward. Is going to get back to the 24. That'll be a pickup of 9. And that'll bring up third down and 5. Third down and 5, 9:45 and counting here in the first quarter. Handoff. And being met in the backfield by a host of Eagle defenders is going to lose a yard. Will bring up fourth down and 6. Now decision time for head coach Greg Neese.
Well, I mean, Sanchez has got the leg here, Alex, but, I mean, it would be a big field goal attempt, so they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Curiel under center. 2 backs. Fakes the pitch. Looks right. Has a man. Going for Corbett, and it's going to be deflected and knocked away. As coming in to break it up for the Eagles, LeBron Miller. Turnover on downs for the Panthers. Will bring up first down and 10 for the Eagles here at their own 25-yard line with 9:12 here in the first quarter.
Well, play action pass there from Curiel went to Corbett, and Corbett kind of had to turn the wrong way to try and get to that pass and just fell to the turf.
Handoff, right side, makes a move, 30, cuts back, 35, is going to fight his way forward up to the 38. That's going to be a pickup of 13. Handoff right side, fighting his way forward. Looks like it's going to be a pickup of 4. Christian Sanchez making the stop for the Panthers. 2nd down and 6. Handoff, left side is going to be met by a few Panther defenders. It's going to be a pickup of 4. Will bring up 3rd down and 2. And just like that,
Did Woodville take the timeout there? No, it was
timeout.
Anahuac.
Timeout, Anahuac.
Yep.
We'll take it with them. We'll get reset, and we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Where's my stash?
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Third down and 2, out of the gun, handoff straight up Broadway, is going to pick it up and fall forward in the Panther territory. After the pickup of 5. Out of the gun quickly, the Eagles.
Free play.
Draw the Panthers offside. He's going to be met in the backfield, but there's plenty of laundry on the field. That's going to be the second penalty of the evening here for the Panthers.
Well, as I mentioned in the pregame, you can see at the bottom of your screen a few games that we are watching: the Dive Ball versus Cold Spring game, as well as the Palestine Westwood and Huntington game, and the Crockett Trinity game as well, because Crockett is still technically in the hunt over there in District 9. As that does go against the Panthers, and it's going to be first down and 5.
Out of the gun, handoff. Pop Pregame going left side is going to pick up 1. His 3rd carry for 10 yards will bring up 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, looking left, throws, is going to be through the hands of the intended receiver as Jack Fowler cannot connect on his first passing attempt of the game. Quickly now, 3rd down, and they're going to have a flag.
Yep.
Not enough.
Too many men
on the field. That's going to be the 3rd penalty of the ball game for the Panthers for 15 yards, and this one's going to cost them a first down.
Well, that's the kind of useless mistakes that the Panthers have got to avoid here if they expect to come out here with a W here in Woodville.
So 3rd and 4 becomes 1st and 10 from the Panther 38-yard line. It's going to be Fowler out of the gun, offset to his right and left, 3 wide. Handoff straight up the middle is going to be met and dropped. Not before a pickup of 3. Lloyd Evans' 3rd carry for 20 yards.
Look like Luke Foster in there with a few other white jerseys.
Fowler rolling left, has his man, is going to be caught and out of bounds.
Just short of the first down, I believe. Maybe going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Going to be a pickup of 6. Hits his intended receiver, Kibble. Low snap, handoff right, straight up the middle is going to get the yardage and more. 7 yards. Woodville putting together a good drive here so far. Quickly, Pregame straight up the middle is going to pick up 4, 2nd down and 6. And you can tell right off the bat, they are focusing on the middle of that Panther defense.
Well, and that's, probably where they study the film, and that's where they're going to have to run it.
Fowler, hands off left, breaks a tackle 20, is going to get upended at, looks like they're going to give him the 17. So another pickup of 4.
I'll tell you what, they get back to that line quickly.
3rd down and 1. Pregame straight up the middle again is going to get 3 and move the change. I'm sorry, that was Evans.
And again, this defense is going to have to come up with something to stop this Woodville offense, who is moving down the field quickly. A little slip of the turf monster.
And the Panthers are finally going to be able to stop them on 1st down with a little bit of help from the turf. This is going to be the 14th play of this drive. Sets back, has a man in the end zone, through the in and out of the arms of the intended receiver, Jalen Kibble.
So a very big 3rd down here coming early on in the football game. Zion Clark almost had a hand on it.
4:58 remaining here in the quarter. Fowler will be out of the gun, offset to his left by Pregame, 4 wide for the Eagles. 13 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to shift Pregame over to the right. Back to the left. 1 second. And delay a game, or did they call the timeout?
I don't know if they got the play off or not. And it is a timeout Woodville, though.
Timeout Woodville, their first of the first half. We'll take it with them as we'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition. Call for a free estimate, 409-267-1057, or visit them on Facebook at Title Services, Inc. Custom Processing, professional guided hunts, high tanning, and gator merchandise. Quarters Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other.
All right, 3rd down and 10 here for the Eagles. Back to 2 running backs, offsetting Fowler. Is going to hand it off left side, is met with some defenders in the backfield. He's going to push it up for about 2. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 8.
So I wonder if Coach Robinson is going to do the same thing as Coach Neese did earlier, or keep his offense on the field. Looks like they're going to attempt a field goal.
Yeah, it does look like the place kicker has come on. The ball spotted at the 19, so that's going to be a 29-yard attempt. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4:17 remaining here in the first quarter of play, the Eagles strike first. Your new score, the Eagles lead the Panthers 3-0. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you in part by Hillary Otto, insurance agent with Texas Farm Bureau. Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm. Title Services Incorporated. Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC. Chambers County Abstract Company. Third Coast Integrated Martial Arts. Turn 2 Specialty Companies. And Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
4:17 remaining here in the first quarter. The Eagles are set to kick it off as Stanley gets under it. End-over-end kick is going to fall to the 13, across the 20. 25, looking for blocking across the 30, is going to get dragged down at about the 32. As that is where Anahuac will set up shop for their second possession here of the first half, with 4:06 remaining in the ball game. 29-yard field goal from Cole Stanley as the Eagles drove 56 yards in 4 minutes and 55 seconds, as those were the first points of the ball game. And Woodville leads Anahuac on your Capital Farm credit scoreboard. Five 5-0 versus 4-1 tonight, as the Panthers are looking to get a 3-way split of the division title. Handoff. Sanchez fighting his way forward, is going to get some help from behind, as he's going to get pushed forward for a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, Sanchez did a good job there turning the feet, get a little help from his teammates from behind.
4 carries, 22 yards now for Sanchez. Quickly to the line is Curiel out of the gun, offset to his right by Sanchez. Sanchez, he's going to take it straight up Broadway again, fighting his way forward, and is going to get a pickup of 4. Will bring up 2nd down and 6. So from the Panther 48, Anahuac trying to strike back after Woodville put the first points of the ball game on the board. 2nd down and 6, 2 wide here to the near side. Anahuac moving left to right. Curiel puts the ball on the turf. There's a scrum. It looks like the Eagles have it, and they do.
Well, unfortunate there for the Panthers as Curiel unable to handle the snap, puts it on the turf, and the Eagles are able to recover.
Second turnover of the ball game for the Panthers here in the first quarter. And with 3:04 remaining in the first quarter, it is Woodville taking back over in Panther territory from the 46.
Well, the Panthers are definitely going to have to make some adjustments here on defense to try and keep them off the field, as they're going to get winded with this Woodville offense moving so quickly play to play.
You look at this offense, and from talking to head coach Greg Neese, it's kind of what the Panthers want to do, as Prejean's going to go left, but he's going to be met by a wall of Panther defenders. He's going to pick up 1.
And I mentioned it in the pregame. The Panthers will have to come out with a win tonight to get a share of the district title. Woodville already sitting in the 1 seed and already comfortably in that spot.
Fowler out of the gun, fakes the handoff, looking downfield, double move, has a receiver, and is going to be overthrown as the double move worked from Raylan Williams, but Fowler couldn't put it on target. Will bring up 3rd down and 9.
Well, Williams had a couple of steps there, and the pass was just not on target, a little bit over his head. A couple more steps, he'd have had it.
So 3rd down and 9, Fowler out of the gun. Eagles are going to go 4 wide. Under pressure, and screen pass is going to be met at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2 as he got it to Evans, but was going nowhere. Second completion of the ball game for Fowler is going to bring on the punting unit as Stanley is set back to punt it away. Snap is back. Is going to get the kick off, is going to bounce at the 21, take a Eagle bounce. Corbett's going to pick it up, and block in the back is not going to help anything as Corbett goes down at the 8. Half the distance to the goal will be the 4, and that is where the Panthers will set up here for their next possession.
Well, tough call there, blocking the back. It looked kind of to the side, but, down there on the field, the officials saw it otherwise. So deep in their own territory is where Anahuac is going to have to start their 3rd possession.
First down and 10 from the Panther 4-yard line. Minute 40 remaining here in the first quarter. It's going to be Curiel under center, 2 setbacks, Sanchez and Corbett. Sets back, quick throw left, and is going to be caught by Clark. There's a flag down. We'll see if it's against the Panthers or if it's against the Eagles.
The way Greg Neese is yelling about it, I think it's going to go against the Panthers. And that was not a particularly good call.
Wow. So offensive pass interference erases the pass from Curiel to Clark. Backed up in their own end, or towards their own end zone, only going to be half the distance, so we'll take them to the 2. That's the 5th penalty of the ball game already here in the first quarter.
So we're going to take a quick look at it just to see if there was any pushing and shoving there by Clark as the pass is up. And
wow.
Yeah, that was questionable at best.
That's some of the calls we saw from the last time we were here during the playoff game. Pitch right, Sanchez across the 5. He's going to fall forward to, looks like the 8. So give Sanchez a pickup of 6. Six carries, 32 yards for Sanchez, 2nd down and 8. Curiel rolling left, looking downfield, has his man, and is going to not be able to come up to it with Clark. And that will bring up 3rd down and 8 here with 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Definitely needs to get at least some positive yardage here to give Sanchez a little bit more room if they have got to punt it away or just convert it.
I'm sure that's what head coach Greg Neese would like at this point. Curio under center. They'll go 2 wide to the far side. Fakes right, throws left. This one is going to be intercepted. He can walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Woodville. The lucky beneficiary of the bounce was LeBron Miller.
Well, LeBron Miller keeping his focus there after it touched the hands of Clark, fell right into the breadbasket, and he was in for 6.
So just like that, Woodville puts 6 more on the board and attempting to add the point after. High snap, gets it down. Stanley gets the kickoff. Is through and true. So with 25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the Eagles have extended their lead 10-0 over Anahuac, as we'll continue with more after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
And ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Anahuac Sports Live does have the broadcast rights for next week's by-district playoff game, wherever it may be or whoever it might be against. And we ask that you help us out a little bit with that. All donations this week to help with the by-district playoff UIL broadcast fee. Get your shout-out or your message live here on the air. Scan any of the QR codes on your screen. Go to Venmo at Anahuac Sports Live, CashApp $Anahuac Sports Live, or the PayPal donate link is in the description of the video below. Any and all donations are greatly appreciated as we look forward to next week.
A 22-yard interception for pick 6 has extended the Eagle lead over Anahuac 10-0 here in the first quarter, as Stanley has it teed up from the Eagle 40. Pooch kick is going to bounce down the middle of the field, picked up around the 30, and is going to get pushed out of bounds as Kai Till is going to get about 3 yards on the return. So they're going to give him the 30. How are they going to give him the 34? They are. So 19 seconds here remaining in the first quarter. Panthers have some work to do coming from behind. Corbett out of the gun is going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it left. He's going to be caught from behind, but not before he picks up 4. Is it 4 or 5? Looks like they give him 5.
They did give him 5.
So 2nd down and 5. Only Corbett's second rush. 2 for 13 yards. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter of play, where the Eagles have taken advantage of opportunities. They lead it 10-0, as we'll continue with the second quarter after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
You've heard about shopping local. How about banking local? Since 1976, Anahuac National Bank is the only locally owned and operated bank in Chambers County. We know you see Anahuac National Bank folks out in the community supporting our schools, veterans, and nonprofits. Why not bank where you live? These experienced banking professionals understand local businesses and the housing market. Visit online today at anbank.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here for the second quarter of play, Alex Outram, Kristen Hart, here from Woodville. Kristen handling the photog duties tonight. Camera operator. So second quarter is going to be very important here for the Panthers. We saw, against some of the better teams in the district that this is where they kind of lost it, especially against East Chambers. So need to make some hay here. Handoff from Corbett to Sanchez. They're going to give him forward progress for 2. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Well, you said it, Alex. I mean, they've got to keep the game plan in their minds moving forward here through the second quarter, as they were able to keep it tight with East Chambers through halftime, and then it kind of came apart there in the second half. As Corbett is still handling the quarterback duties so far. As Curiel getting a breather on the sideline for this drive. Corbett's going to be out of the gun, offset to his right by Sanchez. One wide, sends a man in motion. Corbett rolling to that side, has room, cuts it upfield across the 50, and knocked out of bounds at the 41. Flag is going to come in. And that will be a late hit, or at least it should be.
18-yard run from Corbett will pick up the 3rd first down of the ball game for the Panthers. Move it up 15 yards after that, we're thinking.
And that's what it's going to be.
So tack on the personal foul, and the Panthers are now in business from the 26 of the Eagles. Need to take advantage of this opportunity as Panthers now moving right to left. Corbett is going to keep it. Has a seam up the middle, breaks a tackle, 15, 10, and that's where he's going to be taken down at the 10. That's going to be a pickup of 21. As we're going to have a timeout on the field.
And we're going to take it with them here. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on Anahuac Sports Live. Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
Corbett is going to be met in the backfield and never had a chance. We're going to see what kind of loss that was. But it's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 18. Give them a loss of 8.
Now, biggest loss of the night for the Panther offense, as we have not seen Curio come back into the game this drive.
Corbett getting the play call from head coach Greg Neese on the sideline. We'll tick under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Woodville still leading Anahuac 10-0. Corbett's out of the gun, offset to his left with 2 receivers to the near side. He's rolling. Looking downfield for Zion. Has him in the end zone. Bobbled and incomplete.
Almost come up with another ESPN play there. Looking for the flag, and he's not going to get it, as they were both making a play on the football.
3rd down and goal from the 18. At the very least, you want to try to get a little bit of yardage to make this field goal a little bit easier for Christian Sanchez. Play clock is already down, or game clock is, play clock is already down to 10. Panthers are going to have to hurry. 5 seconds. Corbett under center, fakes the pitch. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to try to fight his way forward. Not much going. He'll get a pickup of 3, get down to the 15. And that should bring on Sanchez for the field goal attempt.
Well, kind of rushed on that play, Alex, as Corbett faked the toss and tried to make something happen.
They're going to spot it at the 22. So that's going to be a 32-yard field goal for Christian Sanchez. Snap back, gets under it, is through and true. So with 8:58 remaining here in the first half, the Panthers have struck as your new score. Woodville leads Anahuac 10-3. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, Anahuac Sports Live will be at the Bi-District Playoff game next week. And we'll be either in Tomball, New Caney, or Lumberton, depending on the outcome of tonight's game and the games over in District 9.
Sanchez has it teed up at the 40 as he's about to get under it. Going to bounce it off the turf, takes a big bounce, taken at the 20, and it's going to be brought down at the 19.
Shoestring tackle there by Garrett Dye. What a play.
8 plays, 3 minutes, 21 seconds off the clock. The Panthers drove 49 yards, had to settle for a 32-yard field goal from Christian Sanchez, as Woodville still leading Anahuac 10-3.
Well, the Anahuac defense is going to have to come up big here to try and stop this high-powered Woodville offense. And, yeah, I need to change the quarter. Thank you.
Fowler out of the gun. Pregame across the 20, fighting his way forward. They're going to give him the 23. So that's going to be a pickup of 4. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Fowler. Handoff. Evans is going to be met and dropped.
He's actually going to lose a yard there.
Luke Foster in the backfield.
The freshman Quandre Coates in on the action.
7 rushes, 31 yards for Evans. 3rd down and 8. Fowler looking to throw, has time, looking downfield, and the feet are going to get tangled. Incidental contact. No flag on the play. We'll bring up 4th down as the Panthers defense has held 3 and out.
Well, their first 3 and out of the ball game, and I mentioned a while ago that they were going to have to come up big, and they just did. And Clark got a little lucky there, not drawing the flag, but it was incidental contact. Got a little bit of entanglement there in the legs, but bringing up 4th down, and Woodville's going to have to punt it away.
So Stanley is back to handle the punting. Snap back. Gets the rugby-style kickoff. Good punt here as it's going to take a big Eagle bounce. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 39. Give him the 38. It's kind of in between. We'll call it the 39. With 7:39 remaining here in the first half. First down and 10. Two receivers to the near side. Far hash for the Panthers. Curiel back under center, hands it off left side. Corbett has room, and he's going to take it straight to the house. Landon Corbett from 61 yards out on one play takes it to pay dirt, and it's a whole new ball game.
What a huge play there by Landon Corbett. As I mentioned, he has not been able to get in the game as much as he used to the last couple of weeks, but a huge play there for Corbett to get in for the Panther touchdown.
Sanchez in to tie up the ball game. As Corbett had all sorts of daylight down Broadway.
Well, could have drove a truck through that hole. Kudos to the front offensive line of the Panthers.
Snap back, kick is up, kick is good. So with 7:26 remaining in the first half, just like that, the Panthers tie it up. It's all square at 10. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Where's Lumberton? Back here from Eagle Stadium on the campus of Woodville High School, where with 7:26 remaining here in the first half, the Panthers have tied it up. Sanchez has it teed up once more. Gets under it, takes a big bounce, goes over a defender, goes a different way. Now from the 15, Panthers defenders a flag down. Getting taken out of bounds, and that's going to be a late hit. So that's going to take off the push in the back that was down here. Offsetting penalties will probably have it right around the 25 or 26 yard line.
Well, as you can tell at the bottom of your screen, Diboll leading Cold Spring 14-6 at halftime. One of those games that are going to have implications here for the by-district round, as well as the Palestine Westwood Huntington game, all tied up at in the second quarter. And Crockett over Trinity currently 23-14 in their second quarter. Also, the Buna-Kirbyville game. Kirbyville, out of the district hunt as far as the playoffs go, but always plays Buna very, very close, as that is a rivalry game, and looking to spoil Buna's chances in going into the playoff picture, as Hardin is still got a shot at it.
So they mark it off 10. So it actually was not offsetting. They're going to mark off the 10. Then they're going to call it a dead ball personal foul. So that's actually going to net the Eagles 5 yards. I don't know how you have a dead ball penalty on a
well, they got the ball placed at around where they went out of bounds, so it should have been offsetting and called it good.
So from the 27, it's going to be Fowler out of the gun. 4 wide, handoff straight up Broadway. Pregame fighting his way forward to the 30. He's going to push his way forward to the 31, give him a pickup of 4. Second down and 6. 9 rushes, 27 yards for Pregame. Second down and 6. Fowler's going to move Pregame around. 4 wide. Fowler out of the gun, sets back, has his man wide open, in and out of the arms of his intended receiver as Kibble can come up with it. Will bring up third down as Kibble was wide open.
Can't get it to shut.
It's getting a little bit chilly. Thank God we're not outside, though.
Chilly and a little bit loud.
Third down and 6 with 6:38 remaining. Fowler sets back under pressure, has his man, is going to be caught at the 41 and taken out of bounds. Landon Corbett on the tackle. They're just going to give him the 40.
Looks like the Anahuac secondary just kind of got caught on their heels there, as I don't know if they weren't quite paying attention to the pass play there on the near sideline, but nonetheless moves the chains for Woodville.
Pickup of 9. Fowler airing it out again, has a man, and it's going to be caught once more.
Wow, what a play. Into double coverage and somehow concentrates and makes the reception.
35 yards.
I mean, almost picked off, but dadgum, what a catch there.
Very quickly, Fowler feeds it to Prejean. Prejean is going to lose a yard. (26 yards rushing for Prejean. Second down and 11. In Panther territory, handoff right. Evans cuts it back, looking for some running room, finds some blockers. It's going to be brought down at the 24. Give him a pickup of 7. We'll bring up third down and 4. Handoff. Pregene. It's going to be close.
Very close. I think he's got enough for it, though.
They're not going to call the chain gang. Give him a pickup of 3. 4th and inches. Out of the gun, Fowler. Pregene is going to be met in the backfield and is going to get the first down as he fights his way forward. We'll pick up 2 and we'll move the chains. 31 yards.
Hard fought first down there by Pregene.
12 rushes, 31 yards for Pregene. Now inside the 15 at the 14-yard line of the Panthers. The Eagles are looking to strike once more.
This ball game's moving very quickly.
Fowler. Evans straight up the middle, going nowhere. Kai Till in on the tackle. So Evans gets back to the line of scrimmage. We'll tick under 4 minutes remaining here in the first half of play. 3 wide for the Eagles, 2 to the near side. Handoff. Evans cuts it back inside, has room, breaks some tackles into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles from 14 yards out.
Well, he got away from a few Panther defenders there, spinning out of another one and get it into the end zone. And Fowler getting set to hold it for the PAT.
Stanley comes back on to extend the Eagle lead. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 3:48 remaining here in the first half, the Eagles have struck back. They regain the lead 17-10 as we'll continue with more of the second quarter after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Looking for just the right bank? For a real community bank, locally owned and operated since 1976, come to Anahuac National Bank. Offering services from your first checking account to mobile and online banking to business and home loans. This is Texas banking at its best. Find us online at anbank.net. Anahuac National Bank, Chambers County's only locally owned and independently operated bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be sounding like that I'm beating this over the head, but we do need everybody's help to cover the UIL broadcast fee for next week's bi-district playoff game. You can scan any of the QR codes on your screen. Visit us on Venmo at AnahuacSportsLive, CashApp, $AnahuacSportsLive, or the PayPal donate link is in the description of the video below. We'd appreciate any and all donations, no matter how big or how small, will go towards the bi-district playoff UIL broadcast fee. Don't forget to put your message or your shout out when you make your donation, and we'll be sure to get it live here on the air.
UIL has to get their cut as the ball's going to come down from the 29, going sideways. Ran about 15 yards to get it one.
And that was Pocket Hercules on the reception for the Panthers. Brooks Henneke getting it to the 30.
That was 7 plays, 3 minutes and 26 seconds taken off the clock as the Eagles drove 73 yards, hit pay dirt on a 14-yard Lloyd Evans rush straight up the gut as they extended their lead after the Stanley PAT 17-10. Under center is... looks like no, that's Curiel. Curiel pitched left, Sanchez. Sanchez around the corner, fighting his way, trying to get the edge. Is going to get out of bounds at the 40. They're going to give him the 39. So that's going to be a pickup of 8. Second down and 2. Pitch left, Corbett. Has some room across the 40, skips, puts the ball on the turf, covered by the Eagles.
That's the third turnover by the Anahuac Panthers tonight.
So give Corbett a pickup of 5, but now he turns it over. I thought he was too. We've not had very much luck. First down and 10, Woodville from the Panther 47. Makes it tough. First down and 10, Fowler out of the gun from the far hash. Handoff, Evans is going to get across the 45, falls forward to the 44. It's going to be a pickup of 3. We'll bring up second down and 7. Evans now with 55 yards on 11 carries. Pregame fighting his way forward. Another pickup of 3. We'll bring up third down and 4.
I think Terry Fortenberry for donating towards next week's playoff game, saying let's go Panthers.
Out of the gun, right side, fighting his way forward. Good Lord. Keeps his engine going. Getting pushed forward. And that's going to be a huge pickup. Pickup of 17 for Evans. move the chains. 72 yards on 12 carries for Lloyd Evans. Out of the gun quickly is Fowler. Handoff, Pregame straight up the gut, fighting his way forward. Met by a host of Panther defenders. He's going to fight his way to the 20. We'll pick up 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. "14 carries, 37 yards for Pop Pregame. Handoff. Pregame once more. He's going to be met in the backfield. He's going to push his way forward for a couple more. We'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Mason Totson in on the tackle. Third down 5, Fowler. Handoff right side, Evans fighting his way forward. Is going to be stopped before the 1st down. It's going to be a pickup of 4. Fourth and short. Eagles are going to hurry as we tick under a minute remaining in the first half. Handoff. Pregame met in the backfield and going to be close. In fact, they are not going to give it to him. Turnover on downs.
Well, great stand there by the Anahuac Panther defense after turning the ball over on the last possession. They've got less than a minute to march it downfield and try to tie this game up.
So, let's see. First turnover of the game for the Eagles. 50 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining for the Panthers. From the 14.
Thank you, Lisa Wallace, for donating, saying go Panthers and good luck in the playoffs.
Curiel fakes the pitch, handoff straight up Broadway is Sanchez. Sanchez is going to get
gave him maybe 2.
And it looks like the Panthers might be content to take it to the half. 44 yards on 9 carries for Christian. 20 seconds and counting here in the first half as it'll be Corbett out of the gun. Corbett is going to take it around the left side, spins at the 20, fighting his way forward, is going to take it to the 30. Will be a pickup of 13.
Looks like they're probably going to be content with taking it into halftime here.
We are going to have a timeout by the Panthers to see if they can come up with something. They actually had to 31, so that is buck 27 here in the first half for Landon on 9 carries. Woodville will have the ball to start the second half. Did Anahuac get the ball first last week?
They got the ball first, yes. And
so that's every game this year.
Every single game
this year, Anahuac has started with the ball.
So they will be kicking it off to Woodville starting the second half.
Get a little refresh on those.
Yes, I will. I'm trying to get it back here. There we go. Looks like most of them are at halftime.
Boy, Palestine, Westwood, and Huntington really duking it out there. 27 points apiece at the half. Diboll up on top of Cold Spring, 14-6. Crockett on top of Trinity, 26-22. Corbett will be out of the gun, offset to his right by Sanchez. He's going to throw it, rolling right, looking downfield. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 39. It's going to be a pickup of 8, and that will end the first half of play. As here at the half, the Eagles lead the Panthers 17-10, as we're going to have halftime presentations by both.
I think both bands are down there.
By both bands. So we'll be back to begin the halftime show after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live. I apologize for any drop frames, as I am getting a couple of notifications. We are streaming off of the cell phone tonight instead of Wi-Fi, so there is probably going to be some pauses and some buffering, and I do apologize for that. But we will be back, Alex and I, for the stats and to talk about the first half of play, as well as some scores around the area right after the Anahuac Panther Marching Band and the Woodville Eagle Marching Band conclude their performances.
Pantherette of the week is Avril Alberto. Spirit Girl of the week, Isabella Alberto. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome to the field the award-winning Pride of Anahuac Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Diego Mares and Diana Miranda. Directors are Cody Cunningham, Morgan Contreras, and Haley O'Neill. Since this is our last district game of the 2021 season, we'd like to announce our Marcher of the Millennium. After begging all year, we're finally of the week is
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make the call right here at halftime. We're going to go ahead and restart the stream. And I'm going to bump down our frame so that it's not so glitchy and freezing on y'all so much. So, again, we're going to restart the stream. Be looking for the link on our socials and